Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. On this opportunity, I would like to tell you about my presentation, beginning to listen and speak in another language. The aims of a beginner's course in listening and speaking are to help he learns to be able to cope with meaning-focused input and meaning-focused output as soon as possible, to motivate them in their language study by getting them to engage in successful listening and speaking, and to make the early learning as relevant as possible to their language as need. Tujuan pemula dalam mendengarkan dan berbicara adalah untuk membantu pelajar itu bisa mengatasi yang berfokus pada input dan output, yaitu di mana mereka bisa memotivasi dalam studi bahasa mereka dengan membuat mereka terlibat dalam mendengarkan dan berbicara dengan baik, untuk membuat pembelajaran yang sangat mudah dengan kebutuhan penggunaan bahasa mereka. What should they learn? 1. Using a new alphabet. Recognize and write the letters of the alphabet, including upper and lower case letters. This could involve lots of copying text. Develop phonological awareness that letters in words stand for specific sound, including vowel, consonant patterns. 3 letter words, consonant, vowel, consonant blends. 1. Menggunakan alfabet, yaitu mengenali dan menulis huruf-huruf termasuk huruf besar dan huruf kecil. Ini bisa melibatkan banyak tugas. Kembangkan kesadaran fonologi bahwa huruf dalam kata yaitu mewakili suara tertentu, termasuk pola konsonan vokal. 2. Phrases for talking about yourself. My name is TTTT, live in TTT, I come from TTT. I am TTT years old, I'm married, I have TTT children. I work as I like TTT, I don't like TTT. 3. Phrases and vocabulary for everyday life. Shopping, food, clothing names, household object, visiting the doctor, housing, using the telephone, banking, finding a job, contacting government agencies. Yang kedua, frasa untuk berbicara tentang diri kita sendiri, yaitu contohnya nama saya, tinggal di, saya berasal dari, saya bekerja sebagai. Terus frasa dan kosakata untuk kehidupan sehari-harinya itu seperti belanja makanan, nama pakaian, benda-benda rumah tangga, mengunjungi dokter. For sight vocabulary, reading street signs, ticket, label. 5. Classroom experience. Excuse me, say that again please. How do I say this? Can you help me? How do you spell? 6. High frequency words. Number, classroom object, color, time and date words. Family members, part of the body, object in the home, simple question form. Next, how should the teaching and learning be done? One way to answer this question is through a set of principles. Here are 5 principles that are particularly relevant to the teaching of beginner. 1. Meaning focus on meaningful and relevant language. 2. Interest maintain interest through a variety of activities. 3. Know language, avoid overloading learners with too much new language. 4. Understanding, provide plenty of comprehensible input. 5. Stress-free, create a friendly, safe, cooperative classroom environment. One of the most useful technique in a listening and speaking program is the teacher engaging in meaning-focused dialogue with the learners. This dialogue can have many different focus. 1. Classroom management. 2. Informal conversation. 3. Reselling previous lesson. 4. Finding out learners' opinion and idea. To maintain learners' interest, activities need to be short and varied, and to involve the learners in responding to or using the language. Here are some simple ways to keep learners' interest in the learning. Do activities that involve movement, use real object and picture. Activities and approaches for teaching and learning in a beginner course. There are several ways of deciding what sentence and phrases to learning. The following list is ranked in order of importance. 1. The learners think of things they want to be able to say, and the teacher provides the second language phrases to say this. 2. The teacher thinks of the use the learning need to make of the language and think of useful phrases to meet these needs. 3. The teacher consults lists of useful and frequent phrases that researchers have developed. 4. The teacher follows a course book. Technique for early meaning focus speaking. The learned focus will be large on the meaning as there is usually a game-like element of quizzing or competition in the activities. As most of the technique involve learner making the same kinds of sentence around the group, there is a chance for learners to notice what others do and ask it to improve their own performance. The design feature of model repetitive turn-taking mixed proficiency group and productive text tunes make it possible for learning through comprehending, noticing, comparing, and using to occur. Planning a listening and speaking program for. Here are some examples of how meaning-focused listening was made part of a class program for young learners. Listening was given a high priority. 1. Several days a week, learners listen to an interesting story chapter by chapter. 2. The teacher also read to the learners a complex story taken from a blown-up. 3. The learners did guided listening activities like picture, ordering, and what is it. 4. The learners did simple group activities where they listened to each other. 5. There was some formal teaching of pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Alright, I think that's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Jika ada yang ingin ditanyakan, boleh tanyakan langsung kepada saya.